Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Battle of the Beasts. I'm your host Adam Ferns and this was actually a good introduction to the series. I'm not even joking, I'm actually really happy about that now. So this is episode 46 and this consists of Trema the Earth Lord versus Kajin the Beast Catcher. We all know which one should win due to its title of catching beasts and then killing them. That's basically Kajin's whole gig. The size advantage goes to Trema, and their previous battles consists of Trema killing Terra, the curse of the forest, by uprooting the entire forest and eating him, and Kajin ripped Muro to pieces. So they both had something against Series 6 for some reason. I'm not sure why they both killed a Series 6 beast. But since Vespic, Muro, Merc, Fang and Terra are all dead, there's only one Series 6 beast left. We don't know who his opponent is yet, but hopefully Komodo will do okay for my favourite series to make it through. Anyway, that's not about Komodo, it's about Trema and Kajin. They each killed a Series 6 beast and now they need to kill each other. So as you know, the battle would take place in the combat arena. However, one battle was in the forest, one battle was in like a plains area. So what I'm thinking of doing is that probably we could probably do it in a foresty area. That might be a good idea. Foresty area with maybe I'm not sure. Should have thought about the arena before I started this. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. Because I believe I did Muro versus Kajin's battle in the similar area where Muro was, I'm going to do the same thing for Trema, as Kajin should be adapted to all areas to catch and kill beasts. Okay, as I said, the height advantage will go to Trema, and I'm sorry it took this long to get into the battle, but here we are. So, as both beasts exit their chambers, they are greeted with just a plain area with tall dead grass everywhere and a couple rocks. Kajin exits, scanning the arena for his opponent. As soon as Trema left his chamber, he buried himself underground and travelled straight towards Kajin. He made a beeline straight for it, going straight for him. Kajin senses this and moves to the side just in the nick of time before Trema bursts out. Kajin quickly slashes his claws at Trema on the underside of his neck, whilst Trema just roars furiously towards Kajin and just goes to attack him with each of his claws there and there. Kajin reels back after getting a few slashes on his arm and one on his head, takes his net out and chucks it towards Trema. And the net is unbreakable, but it's too small. Unfortunately for Trema. Unfortunately for Kajin, it's too small. If anything, it just distracted Trema, so Kajin can run away, sneak up behind Trema, jump on top of Trema, and start clawing at the back of his neck. Trema then jumps out of the earth and buries himself back down, losing Kajin along the way by hitting him against the ground. Kajin is able to regain himself just before seeing the tip of Trema go underneath the ground, and Kajin just follows suit. So then he can't be surprised by Trema again. He then so whilst Kajin's chasing Trema down through the underground of the arena, Trema is just poking his head out at random points, trying to find Kajin, but to no avail. He then hears something from behind him, so what he does is that he goes back under the ground, does one big circle, then does a slightly smaller one, and slightly smaller until he sees Kajin and his tail right there. He's about to just silently sneak up behind Kajin and bite him on his backside, like his hind legs, his tail, and probably the lower half of his body. Kajin's able to catch up to Trema's tail as well, and just bite down on Trema's tail and dig his claws into him. Whilst Trema roars, he bites down a bit too late, a bit too early, and doesn't bite off Kajin's lower half, but instead just cuts his tail and just nicks his legs, so his legs are bleeding but not broken. Kajin sees this, and when Trema's about to go for another bite, Kajin is able to go further into the tunnel and break away from where Trema was about to bite down, and Trema ends up biting down on his own tail, causing him to roar and just stick his head out of the ground as well. So there's it's like whack-a-mole right now, rather than there's no person to whack the mole. So what Trema does is that Trema comes completely out of the ground and starts hitting his tail against the ground, causing the entire tunnels to start collapsing as well. They're really close to the top, and the entire ground collapses beneath Kajin, and Trema is right on top of it. Trema looks around to try and find any signs that Kajin, where he might be, and he spots just a net, where he first pops out of the ground, but Kajin's nowhere to be seen. Trema assumes that he has got his victory, and is about to go back to his chamber when Kajin sticks his hand out of the earth, and Trema hurries straight towards Kajin, ready to finish him off, so then he can proceed to the next round, or just to finish him off. Kajin's able to get out completely, just see Trema charging straight towards him. Kajin jumps out of the way just in time and slashes at one of Trema's arms, slicing it clean off. Sorry about that. Slicing it clean off. Trema reels back in pain and swings his tail to hit Kajin, but Kajin's able to jump over it. And and Trema does it again, and Kajin jumps over again. So it's like little jump rope. And Trema goes for a third time, predicting Kajin would jump. So, like with I believe it was I don't know which beast it was. I think it was Blaze versus Merca. Trema goes to swing his tail, going for Kajin's legs again, but raises it the last second, hitting Kajin, smacking him against the wall of the arena. Kajin's a bit I don't know what the word is trying to regain himself, and Trema's charging straight towards him, and using his remaining arms, digs into Kajin's fur, lifts him up, and chucks him all the way to the other side of the arena. Trema charges towards Kajin yet again. Before Kajin could land, Trema opens his mouth, ready to catch Kajin, and he succeeds. He catches the top half of Kajin, biting down, and the lower half falls to the ground. And that sounded a bit monotone with the battle, but the battle is over. Trema has won, Kajin has lost. So I'll put Trema with the winners here, and Kajin, you can go over there for now. Sorry if I sounded a bit monotone for that battle, but I'm not really sure what happened, but I'm just talking like I did yesterday, and yeah, I don't know how many more battles I'll be doing today, but I'll be getting a few done. So that is all for this battle. If you thought Kajin should have won, please explain why in the comments below. And if you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press on the notification bell down in the corner below, I think it's this corner, and I'll see you, wrong hand, and I'll see you next time.